How's it going, everybody? Hope you're well. So my name's Carl and this is Waterside Workshop. So today we're on our Vauxhall Mokka 1.6 CDTi and we're doing an air filter change. So got myself a decent air filter, nice Bosch one. Number is S0345. This is basically what it looks like. So, welcome in. Let's get under the bonnet and I'll show you what you got to take off, what tools you're going to need, what you need to move out of the way, and how to get this filter in. So let's do it. Let's go. So just down here next to the driver's seat, you've got your foot pedals, and there's your bonnet latch here, just on the right hand side there. Pull that pulls your bonnet up. Come round, and what I've done is I've put the bonnet up in the air. Your little catchers here, you pull across here, that releases your bonnet. You pull your bonnet catcher out of there, pop that into the bonnet up there, and what I've done is I've put myself a light up, and we're going to be working inside here. So I'll get you up on the stand, I'll grab some tools and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so for starters, little flat blade in there, just pull this little yellow clip up and then use it as a lever, push down, give it a wiggle, and off that comes. Tuck that down the side. You've got a flat blade screwdriver. Just undo this Jubilee clip here. You don't undo it enough to be able to slide it around. And free this pipe off. You want this black pipe to actually come off the box, like so. And if you can just push it backwards just enough, just to get out of the way, you want it to actually be away from this box, basically. So you've got 3 little clips on the end of here, and that's where your box will come up. Down the sides here, and just here, you've got some Phillips screws. So I'll take you in and show you where they are. They're just as I said there. Just down there, you've got a Phillips screw there, and then just the other side of the box, you've got another one there. This is the pipe I just said about moving down to the side. And then you've got your clips along the back there, where it will lift up. Just keep this wire sort of out of the way while you're doing so. So get your Phillips screwdriver down in the back there, press down hard, twist. So they will stay in the box. Onto the other one, push down hard, twist. Sometimes they're a little bit of a pain, most of the time they're pretty good. They're only into plastic. And then wiggle your box upwards. You're sort of tilting like that and pushing away from yourself. Make sure you're not getting jammed up in your pipe there. Wiggle the back of the box and that'll all come off. Use your light you've got sitting there to inspect in all the top there. And what I normally do is I'll just grab myself the old panel wipe, no, not panel wipe, brake cleaner, some tissue or a rag, and I'll just give it a bit of a spray in there and all around where the seal's going to go when you put your new one in. The main bit is get all around your seal. Get it all nice and clean. The better you get that, the better that will seal up. Any dust or anything in there, any bits and pieces, get in there with the hoover it all out. Put that aside, let that settle. That evaporates, so it dries itself. Now, as you can see, this one's been in there a while and it's pretty filthy. Now, down in the bottom of there, this is what I was about to say. You can see what's coming out of this. This is absolutely chock-a-block. That is going in the bin. Now, let me bring you in close. So we've got that sitting over there, drying out, and down in the actual box down here, as you can see, it's all full of all sorts of stuff. Now, you don't want none of that in there. You want that all to be nice and clean. So we'll get in there and get that out. What I'm going to do is just use a little Henry Hoover, whack that on. Get in there like so. That'll basically take care of all the nasty bits in there. Now get your old brake cleaner in there, spray that in, get it all as clean as you can. Again, get a rag, get in there, clean all up around your edges, clean all up where your seal's going to go on all these edges. Just wipe all the intakes, the outtake bits, all along the bottom, any of the grit and bits and pieces you got in there, until it's nice and clean like that. That's how you want it. You need it to be spotless. Now this one's starting to dry out. You can see that's spotless as well. And like I say, around these sides is where your seal's going to sit, on your top and your bottom. So you want that to all be really, really clean. Now I'll just give them a couple of minutes to dry out, and then we'll put the filter in. So got your filter here, under the top of the box, take it out, measure to the top of the actual box and around the edge, and if that fits, then you know it's the right one. Also measure it to the one you just took out on the floor. Yes, exactly the same size, exactly what we wanted. Now this one can go in either way, doesn't matter which way around it goes, because that's the same both ways. Slide it in nice and gently, with nothing coming out over the edges. Push your arm back out of the way if it's starting to pop up and get in the way. You want it out of the way. As you can see, this one's been a pain. And that's that bit done. Get your filter housing. These little clips here, I've got a hook under these here. These three here. So put it up at an angle, like so. You can sort of feel it just plop into place. Push it down. You want your Phillips again. Do up your Phillips screws. Just nip them up till they just go tight. That's one, that's two. Nipped up till it goes tight. This pipe slides back over. Just wiggle the box around until you can actually get it to go over the top. You want it to actually hit the bottom of the sensor there. Then you know it's in exactly the right place. Swap this one over for the flat blade screwdriver. Do this up. This can also be done with a small socket as well. I think it's a 7mm. Can do it either way. Do that right up. Nice, all nice and tight. Feel around, find that bit of electrical connection. Now this is like a heart shape, so it can only go in one way. You can't twist it and try and put it in the wrong way. In the top, give it a wiggle, you'll hear it click into place. Push the yellow clip in, and that can't go nowhere. Get rid of your box. I put that down there ready to go in the bin with the other one. What I always do just to tidy up sort of thing is give the whole outside a good clean up. Clean up around the sensor as well, around the pipe. Just give everything a good old wipe down. Just good practice to look after your sensors and your housing, etc, etc. I always do the top of the brake fluid bottle and stuff at the same time while I'm doing that one. You're all nice and clean. Make sure you take your screwdrivers away and your bottle of cleaner. Okay, so there we have it. Pretty straightforward job. Only what, a few tools, a Phillips, a flat blade, some cleaner, and get in there with the hoover. Definitely do the hoovering out of the bottom there. You don't need a clogged up horrible filter. If I bang that old filter over the top of the bin, that's chock-a-block. That looks like it hasn't been changed for years. So glad we're doing this. And like I say, spend that extra money on getting a decent one instead of just a cheapie, and you should be good. So hopefully that's helped you out a little bit, saved you a bit of money, and away you go. That's your filter part of the service done. If you want to see any other stuff done, like oil changes, coolant flush out and new antifreeze, that sort of stuff, changing front brakes, rear brakes, you name it, all the how-tos sort of thing, I've got them on the channel. So just have a flick through the channel, go through the how-to section, and you'll see some there. If there's one that you want to see done but I haven't done it, drop me a message, and if I've got one of them vehicles about at the time or coming in that week or anything, etc, I'll make that happen for you. So thanks very much for watching, hope I've helped you out, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.